what I do, I usually look at it every morning and every night before I sleep, because now that allows my brain to realize that before I sleep, this is the last things I looked at, and when I wake up, it's the first thing I look at before I start my day. So it kind of like engraves into my whole day what, you know, my priorities in life.
How powerful is that? The whole before you like go to sleep and in the morning.
Oh, it's really powerful. Because I could have like a bad day in the markets, and then what I do with my list is I always put check marks to things I achieve in my list. So I open my list and I have a bad day, and I'm like, hey, this was on my list like 2 years ago, and I already achieved it. It's just a bad day, you know. It's just that's how it is, ups and downs. One thing I hate is a lot of people believe that once you become a profitable trader, it's just uphill from there. Like sometimes I find I have weeks where I still see myself like that same lonely trader that was struggling to get past phase one. Like just because now that I'm making this money off the markets doesn't make me an ultimate crazy trader that's going to start buying Lamborghinis and, you know, do all that crazy stuff. Right. It's just more like I'm taking slow steps and learning new things to just build my foundation. Like another cool thing I always realized was like 3 years ago, I always dreamt to just be funded. I always like be in a podcast, just do the simple things. But now that I have it all, like all the stuff I always wish for, now I truly feel like this is just the beginning now, because now I'm finally getting my feet wet. Now it's truly the beginning. That was just the come up.
It's amazing. It's kind of there's this famous speech by Matthew McConaughey where he's always looking at himself 10 years in the future. So he's always thinking about what he would be 10 years in the future and envisioning what that is, and that's like his vision or his hero, right? And so for you, myself, right, when you attain your goals and you attain success, you do have to change the target, right? You do have to think like you're thinking like this is the beginning. That's why with TFT, I'm constantly like that. We're like through the messaging, like, oh, this is just the start of like what even though we've achieved like everything we wanted to achieve, right? Yep. It's always no, what's next? What's next? Yep. What's next? Like Tom Brady says, it's always about the next ring. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's the mentality of winning. Yep. Right? You
have to be like that, because if you get comfortable, where are you gonna upgrade from? You know, like you say, you're a risk taker. We're all risk takers. If you're not a risk taker, you're not going anywhere.
If you get comfortable, someone like me will come and will take everything from you.
100%. I agree. Yeah, 100%. You have to take risks. Like even if you're getting to the point where you're so successful, you don't even want to take risks at this point. But then you're gonna get stuck there, and you could go even downhill from there if you're not gonna take more risks. Continue going up from there, because like you said, someone else can come and take it from you if you're not willing to risk it. You
know? The reason I say that is because I feel like in life, everyone is on a very equal playing field in a way. Maybe not. Maybe there's some inequity there. Yeah. But to an extent, right? And we all have 24 hours, right? That's the playing field that I'm talking about. We all have 24 hours. We all can make decisions. Inevitably, if me and you are striving for the same goals, but within my 24 hours, I make a lot of decisions that are extremely disciplined, that get myself in a position where I'm extremely focused all the time, right? When we're going in a straight line and you're maybe making some decisions that are getting you off course and I'm going straight ahead, I'm ultimately going to get to that goal sooner than you. And if we're in competition, you know, I'm going to pass you and get in front of you, and then you're going to be trying to compete with me 100%. Constantly, right? So yeah, I think that I'm not saying that in a way like, oh, I'm going to take everything from you, right? It's just that I do look at business as a game, as a competition. You know, I do look at business as it's you versus something else, right? It could be you versus yourself, you versus the market, you versus 100%. This. So yeah, definitely gotta stay ready. Don't get content. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's like the mindset that you have that create one of the top prop firms in the industry right now. You know, without that mindset, you know, there would be other people. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really important to do exactly what you just said.
Oh, there can only be one.
Exactly. You have to say that way.
I've said that so many times, like every day.
That's, you know, you keep telling yourself, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's so much deeper than that. So for you, how do you frame your psyche to become a profitable trader? Right? Like, why are you successful? Like, what do you think about mentally?
Honestly, I think psychology is like everyone says it, psychology is the biggest part of trading, which I mean, I completely agree. The small increment that I don't agree, like people who say complete 100%, it's the most important part. I don't agree, because you can have an unprofitable strategy, and that's going to be the main reason why your psychology is so bad, because you're so used to losing. Now, if you have an edge that actually succeeds a certain amount of time, then that allows your psyche to kind of like adapt to your strat. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're always losing, of course your psychology is going to always be bad, and you won't be able to be consistent because there's no hope. So you have to at least develop an edge that will guarantee you a certain percentage of profitability, and then you can tune in your psyche into your edge, if you get what I'm trying to say. And so things
You're
I
basically
do.
saying if you have a bad strategy, of course you're going to be feeling negative.
Exactly.
You don't have the skill or the strategy to have success. Yeah.
Like even with my strategy right now, I think I get around a 60 to 65% win rate. And there's times where I completely lose myself. Even as I say, I'm a profitable trader now. I'm not perfect. Like I have weeks where sometimes I forget certain rules. Sometimes like certain discipline parts of me come out and I make bad mistakes, resulting in me losing money, resulting in losing accounts. But at the end of the day, I know what it takes to be profitable. And all it takes is that quick, switch up back to the right mindset, and I'll bring it back.